Hey guys, I want to take you on a wild food journey through this abandoned orchard. This will be the first video in a multi-part series on early spring edibles. And in this particular video we're talking about Alliarium Petiolata, or garlic mustard. And this plant is pervasive throughout the United States. It's particularly located in New England, but it can be found from New England all the way to Oregon. Let's take a look. Garlic mustard often takes advantage of waste places that have been disturbed by human beings. So vacant lots or old abandoned foundations that nobody's taken care of. Anywhere the earth has been disturbed or disrupted, it tends to grow. And in this particular area, an abandoned orchard, there's plenty of open space, so it has very little competition with native plants. Now the ones below me here are second year garlic mustard plants. The first year plants typically stay as a basal rosette. Second year plants begin to send up a shoot and a flower stalk, and the stalk itself, the leaves, and even the root are edible. So we'll take a closer look at the leaf and start to identify this delicious plant. When identifying garlic mustard, you want to look for a leaf shape very similar to a viola. It has almost a half C or half moon shape. Very prominent veins on the bottom of it. And the first year growth, as I said, grows in a low rosette. Second year growth, which this is, sends up these really interesting stalks that look very much like broccoli as they start to age a little bit more. You can actually see the beginning of the flower buds there. And these, within another week, will already be all the way up, fully grown and flowering. So you have a very short period for the second year growth in the spring. However, first year plants continue to grow all summer and stay around. Some years, depending on the temperatures, you can continue to pick these all the way through the year until maybe September or August, depending on how dry it is. Garlic mustard roots typically will go into the ground at an angle and then shoot out to the right or left horizontally to the ground. And the first year stalks especially have this sort of purple red color right at the base of the stem. And one of the easiest identifying characteristics is the smell. If you were to break off a leaf, crush it up in your hand and then smell it, it has an extremely strong garlicky mustard smell. So look for the rounded leaf with the slightly toothed edges, the root that goes down and then shoots out at an angle, and also, when broken, the garlic smell on the leaf. And again, second year stalks, very easy to identify because of the quick shooting and the broccoli-like head at the top. Now, as opposed to other plants we might talk about, there's no worry in over-harvesting garlic mustard. It's extremely pervasive in New England, and in some biologists' minds it's displacing native plants. I have a different view on what invasive so-called plants' function is in ecology. However, we can talk a little bit more about that later on. When picking this, especially in the second year growth phase, I would recommend going for the top portion of the stalks, because this stalk itself, the leaves, and the flower are all edible. So you can literally in 5 minutes pick enough for a couple dinners. Yes, after about 5 minutes of picking, I have enough to feed me tonight and tomorrow night. And these are excellent when used in a stir fry. They're really tasty as a substitute for spinach or kale in recipes. And a little further in this video, I'm going to give you an example of how to cook them up and prepare them in a way that's palatable to even people who don't like bitter or garlicky foods. So we'll take a look at that in a couple minutes. Look at the abundance that surrounds us.